Hey everybody, welcome back to Stone Mountain BBQ. I am Jason and this is another video. As you can see in the title, we're cooking up a beautiful chuck roast today, but we're going to do it different than you probably have seen done in the past. We're going to reverse sear this thing like you would a ribeye or a New York strip or anything like that. And honestly, I'm feeling pretty hungry, so I might eat this whole thing. It's about a 3-pound chuck roast. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to use this Tony Chachere's Steakhouse Creole style 30-minute marinade. I saw it in the store the other day when I was buying some Creole butter for some turkeys on Thanksgiving and decided why not try it out. So yeah, let's get this thing in the bag. So we're just using a Ziploc bag. This may not be big enough, but we're going to assume that it is and just go for it. Probably should shake this up a little bit. We're going to be cooking on the Weber kettle, using the slow and sear, just doing like a half load of coals, pretty much fully lit, and then smoking this to about 115-ish, and then searing it off. It smells really garlicky. It says hearty blend of garlic, brown sugar, soy, citrus, and Creole seasoning. I love Tony Chachere's in my turkey. Their Creole butter, it's amazing. The family loves it. They make me cook turkeys all the time. One of these days I'll do a video showing y'all some turkeys. But we're just gonna mix this marinade around a little bit. Make sure we're sealed up nice and tight. Try to burp as much air out of it as we can. Now if you got one of those cool vacuum sealers that will do liquid, then you can throw that in here. But this is supposed to be a 30-minute marinade. So we're gonna toss this in the fridge. And this is the perfect time to go out here and get the coals lit up. So I'll see you outside. So we've got our coals going. I'm using Royal Oak hardwood lump. I think it's gonna give a good smoky flavor. I'm not gonna use any wood chips or any chunks or anything like that. The dogs are already getting hungry. They're going crazy. Wind's blowing pretty bad, so I've got this up just kind of as a shield, but I've got about a handful or so of coals in the chimney, and then like I said, about a half a load in the slow and sear, and once these get lit up, we'll just toss them in here. So once we're putting the steak on, I'll see you guys then. So here's what we got. I took it out of the marinade. It's been right at 30, maybe about 45 minutes. I mean, there's some specks of seasoning in there. Still smells pretty good. So let's get it on the pit. All I did was pull the excess of the marinade off of it. I didn't really wipe it down. I just, whatever would come off of it, I took off. Putting it opposite of the coals, of course. This side's lit. We're just gonna let it smoke for a little bit. Like I said, I'm not using any wood. Just letting the hickory, well, I don't know if they use hickory or not in Royal Oak. It's just lump hardwood, so I'm just gonna let that go for a little bit, and we're gonna sear it. Once it comes up to about 115, maybe about 120, since it's such a big cut of meat. And what I'll do is I'll come out, I'll rake our coals to where they're all hot, and then we should be able to use what's in here to do that. So I'll see y'all. See y'all then. Alright guys, so it's gotten dark, but it's been about an hour and a half. I just now checked it with the probe, and the chuck roast is about 115, 130 on the outside edges, so I'm going to go ahead. I've mixed my coals around a little bit, got them all good and hot. I'm going to go ahead and sear this thing off. I don't know how much of it you're going to be able to see, but I'm going to give it about a minute on each side and then see what they're looking like. Alright, that's been on there about a minute. We're going to go ahead and flip it. We're getting a nice crust. We might do that twice. A minute on each side, so 2 minutes overall. It's a thick piece of meat. That lump coal smells good. With that fat dropping down and hitting on those hot coals. This is making me hungry. I've got my vents wide open on the bottom. I'm not even putting the lid on the top. We're just going to let all this air circulate, get this fire as hot as we can, and get this thing seared. Alright, we're going to go ahead and flip it one more time, and then I'll see you guys when we're back in there about to eat it. So there you go. Let's cut into this thing. We want to cut right in the middle. So now, y'all seen the shows, Man vs. Food, things like that. They eat the big 72-ounce steaks. Well, this is a 48-ounce piece of meat. It's right at 3 pounds, so that's what we're saying. That's perfect to me. Melts in your mouth. Let's see what we can do. Alright. So y'all saw me do the taste test. It's really tender, really juicy, cooked perfectly for me the way I like it. Cook it however you like it if you decide to do a reverse seared chuck roast. It's a cheaper piece of meat. I picked 2 of these up that totaled over 5 pounds for around $27, $28. I think it was 30 something after tax. That's a pretty good deal to me. And you can make all kinds of different things with it. Chuck roast is something most people just make, you know, pot roast or something like that with, but I wanted to see what it was like to cook it like it was a steak. So now I'm gonna see what it's like to eat it like a steak. and actually done it. I would say that this would rival almost any normal cut of beef that I've ever cooked as far as steak. New York strip, ribeye, sirloin, filet, T-bone, porterhouse. And like, this wasn't a prime cut of meat or anything. This was a USDA choice. So like 1 grade above select, which now got it at Sam's Club, similar to Costco, things like that around the country. But I have noticed that a lot of their stuff that's lower grade seems to have more marbling, more of that interconnective tissue in their muscle. I don't know, maybe we're getting lucky and not having to pay those premium prices. Definitely cooked a little bit quicker over here on the sides. So these aren't as tender. This big part right here in the middle, that's the best part. Question 3. What's the biggest steak you've ever eaten? This will be it for me. I am starting to sweat a little. I don't know if it's the meat sweats or if it's the new light sweat. I'm gonna blame the lights. Well, as we come down to the end here, which I'm actually kind of disappointed about. It's Tony Chachere's Marinade. I believe it was $3.99 for the bottom. Probably. It's pretty good. I'd like to do it on a smaller steak, see if it does any better. Probably 30 minutes on a huge piece of meat like that. Really didn't give it enough time to do all its magic in the bag. Maybe on like a ribeye or a New York strip, I may try it again. But I really enjoy making my own steak marinades or rubs and things like that too, so it would just kind of be a spur of the moment thing if I ever did it. I could use a potato right now. That'd be pretty good. Well, there you go, folks. That is the reverse seared chuck roast steak. First video of 2020. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Be sure to answer all those questions I asked in the middle of this, and that'll let me know that you made it this far in the video. Took me right at 9.5 minutes to eat that big piece of meat. I feel pretty good. Who knows? Give me a thumbs up if you think I should ever do any more food challenges, things like that. I think I can hold my own. Alright guys, I appreciate you for watching. Thanks for all you do for me, subscribing, hitting the like button, commenting, doing all that good stuff. We really appreciate it here. And until next time guys, y'all stick with me. We'll see what we can do. Thanks. God bless. And have a happy new year, you filthy animal.